So I was like, okay, that's an interesting story for me because it's more than anything else, it's like a character study. It's impossible to politicize that approach because it's about the individual and you. I don't know your politics. I don't know if you any that side of you at all. But that doesn't come across. So immediately the documentary seems like it doesn't have an agenda, particularly beyond just trying to encourage creative people trying to excel. And then the more I thought about it, the more it was kind of speaking to me personally as well. Like my background, I'm dyslexic. I dropped out of school I got taken out of school when I was kind of 8, I think, and I had to be tutored for a couple of years and found my education very difficult, to put it mildly. And then over time, kind of found my feet as a writer. I mean, I make a living out of writing now, but being dyslexic and being a writer, it's kind of like an oxymoron. Like how can you be dyslexic? How can you not write but you're a writer? And that's something that's taken me years and years to try and overcome in myself in a way. But so yeah, when looking at you, I was kind of thinking, well, when I was 16, I was going through a hard time, and then you have all these dreams and hopes, and you want to be in Hollywood, for example, and like Hollywood was literally thousands of miles from where I grew up. I'd never met someone who was an actor, a writer, a director, a producer, any of those things. And one step at a time, gradually over the years, I met different people and I got pointed. And I remember for me, it was a very specific thing. I met one person who encouraged me to not go. I dropped out of university. I dropped out of everything, it seems. And then I met one person who encouraged me to go to film school, which was something I'd never heard of back then. I didn't even know it existed. And then through that encouragement of actually believing, okay, maybe this is something that I could do, I met more and more people along my path, and the more people I met who encouraged me, the more it seemed like something that I could actually do. So that's kind of a long-winded way of saying that when I met you and I came into that class and the possibility of this documentary seemed to be becoming more and more of a reality, it kind of felt, okay, not only could the documentary say everything that these guys want it to say about education, which I understand and I support, it could also kind of hopefully speak to you about your own creative path and how it's important to not kind of give up and to believe in yourself and all those kind of things.